Hi guys, today I'm gonna show how I make vintage samples. Let's get into it. I started with a plug from Analog Lab. This is what it sounds like. Pretty simple. For the effect, I put some delay, fruity EQ, and then a vintage verb. This is what it sounds like without effect. Alright, next I added another plug from Analog Lab. The preset is called Database from the NKS Anti-Phase Bank, I believe. Next, I rendered it into audio after adding some delay and did some more processing. Added more EQ, a vintage verb, and an RC20. Next, I added a synth from This Is What It Sounds Like. After I rendered it into audio, for the effect, I added some EQ, some reverb, some chorus, just a free plugin. I added an RC20, a Pro MB for some compression, a cymatic origin, and a shaper box, which for some reason is not working. This is what it sounds like without effect. And with it, nice. Next, I added some vocal from a new free plugin, and it's this one. They have some free sound. After I render it into audio, that's what it sounded like. But I'm only using this. And for the effect, I have some EQ, some RC20, some compression, some delay, and more compression. Next, I added more vocal from Contact. This work by output. The preset is called Dreamy As, I believe. And this is what it sounds like. I did one vocal loop, I would say. It's just on ad lib. Come on. For the effect, I have some compression, a Valhalla delay, and an EQ. I have the same effect as on the other vocal. Next, I added some guitars from Contact, and this is what the chord sounds like. Here's the bank. It's a bunch of guitar phrases and chord. You can do a lot of pretty cool stuff with it. So I used a bunch of presets and created these riffs right here. And then I had these little runs. I have Alright, for the effects on the guitars, for the first guitar, I have some delay, an EQ, and a multi-band compression. For the second guitar, I have some EQ, a pro reverb, some delay, an RC20, a somatic origin, a fruity parametric, and a Fab Filter Pro MB. This is what it sounds like without effect. It gives it more, I don't know, it just gives more to it. So next, I did a bass from Contact. Here it is. The bass comes from this Corby Rickenbacker bass, and for the preset I have a decapitator and an EQ cutting out the highs. I also have another synth bass for the second part of the sample. Next, for the effects on the synth bass, I just have an EQ, an effects rack, a decapitator, and an EQ, which is doing nothing. Next, I have this texture from the KB one-shot kit. It's just some birds, and then I have a drum loop from Somatic that I chopped. I filtered it a lot. I used Procure MB, a Valhalla Vintage Verb, and a Somatic Origin. After that, I rendered everything into audio, then I arranged it, took out the plug at some part and added the guitars for some variation, and then I came here, disc recording, render to a file, and then you can render the master mix. And then after that, I added some effects on the master. I added an EQ just to check some frequencies, a fresh air, a somatic origin, and a Fab Filter Pro MB. So here's the final sample. Alright, thank you guys for watching. See you at the next tutorial. Peace.